All right. Welcome back, my good people. Art Czar here with you with yet another live video presentation and review and reveal of the Perry Metropolitan cross grain leather tote by Coach. Bang! Look at it. It gets nicer and nicer every time I pull one of these out, man. Don't know what to say. It just happens. I get tickled. But the thing about it is this, my good people. We run across good pieces from here or there, around the globe, around the cities, the various places in the country, around the world. And we like to embellish the opportunity to bring some of these wonderful products to light so that the populace can bask in the glory of being able to envision themselves carrying this item or perhaps owning one, yet and still. Okay? This Perry Metropolitan cross-grain leather Coach tote. Let's start with this. Okay, this leather, get a little tongue-tied when I say that. All right, so you know how Art Czar likes to do it. I like to get really in depth with the descriptive aspects of the particular product or the asset. It speaks to my nature, so I have to embellish on it a little bit. But here we go. So let's talk about this thing. This is a very unique type of leather. No mistake about it. You can see it has certain types of accents, very nice stitching. This leather in and of itself, it's I don't know exactly how they produce this stuff. I don't know if it's a cross between signature canvas and some type of hard coarse leather, or do they just take a sport calf and just run it through a process where they actually create this stuff. Not quite sure. I'm going to have to do some more research on that to get back to you guys and ladies on the particular subject, because I'm not an expert in how they create this particular type of material. But they're very clear in their analysis not to just be over descriptive and say that this leather is a signature canvas. They really don't even mention that anywhere. And I don't believe that it is. I do believe this leather, of course, from my research and study, was created for rugged and I would say coarse use throughout the course of a day or a year or whatever have you. And you don't have to take extreme care of it with the Coach lotions and all of that. It was so descriptive in the idea and the fact that I couldn't even, my hang tag, I couldn't get the hang tag customized with my monogram. Everyone knows me. I like to throw a monogram right there. And unfortunately, that opportunity was not available to me. So let's look at this. Let's bust this thing down. Still, the way that Coach always does this, they have excellent stitching along the base of the D-rings. D-rings, all the hardware chromed out like a 65 Chevy, box Chevy on some 24s from Houston. Just chromed out, sitting up real nice and hot. You know how it is. Same thing with the D-rings for the shoulder strap. All chromed out. This is a brand new bag. I've only carried it one time. Okay, folks, just one time. I love the insignia. Take a look at that. It just shines, and it's not an embossed insignia. It is an actual infused. I guess this is pasted into the back of this particular bag on the other side, but it's pretty much locked and infused into this particular leather, so it's not going anywhere, and it's an actual insignia. It's not a screen print or anything. You can see that it stands off of the actual item, so it is definitely a piece of chrome, same material as that, the zipper tracks and the D-ring and all the good stuff. So the thing about it, this bag is extremely spacious. The zippers, I like how they did this. They gave a contrast type of zippers. They decided to go contrast on two sides of this bag. Actually, just one side of this bag. And this side is more like a magnetic enclosure, of course, for a magnetic lock, and a magnetic tab and lock over here. But they decided to go with the standard, everyday layman's zipper track, which is the nylon zipper. It's not the full metal one that I'm used to using. It's a pretty good zipper. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. I can't see that thing holding up as long as I would see this one holding up, of course. So if this one gets caught or something, this could possibly come off track or at some point. I'm not going to say it's going to be 1,000,000% perfect, because these particular zippers, you know, they're kind of hit and miss. Depends on how you handle the bag. If you're very careful with it, if you're going to beat it up or whatever, you're going to be yanking on the zipper all tough or whatever have you, you may have some issues. You may run into some issues with that. So I would be very, very careful about the use of this particular zipper, because you may have to take it in for service if you yank it too hard or something like that and it comes off track, and you're just going to have to just suck it up and take it back to the coach store. Let them do the surgery on the bag, so you will, if you will, okay? But I like how they get more into the custom zippers up here. They take their time and they do this buttery smooth zippers on the top here. Okay, and see, just doing this with one hand is going to be kind of tough, but let's see. Actually, no, now I'm two-handed. Let's go with it. See how buttery smooth that is? This will never catch. This is designed to be zipped and unzipped at a high capacity, okay, high volume zipping. And the beautiful thing about it is it's designed to hold the most secure things inside too. And I know you can't get a real good look at that, but obviously has the nylon interior, has the nylon lining and all the good stuff, has the pockets in there. You can throw, of course, your business cards in there, different types of items, your pens, chewing gum, whatever you want to throw in there you can, okay? Thumb drives, whatever floats your boat, okay? And they've also followed it up on the other side as well by a second zipper track for extra space. And this side, I would imagine you'd want to put your laptop. Now your laptop will fit pretty well in here, I would imagine, okay? You can get one of the small laptops in here, maybe the 13.3 inch, maybe a 12 inch, something like a Surface Pro of any kind. Any of the new Surface Pros work beautifully well. Any of the iPad Pros or iPad Minis or iPad Go's, any of those will go. And you might get the 13.3 inch iPad Air in there or something like that. You're not going to get those big 15.5 inch ones in this pocket. No. You're going to have to jump in this side right here, okay? You see the extra space in here, and I've already moved out the way. I have my shoulder strap, which is also chrome hardware. Cannot beat that, my good people. And it's going to have that nylon seatbelt material. See, it's very durable, very pliable, very strong. It's not going to break or tatter or fray on you, so you know what you're going to get there. Look at the accents here. They've even added the leather accents on this thing with cross grain. See that? Single track stitching on both sides. Can't beat that. Okay, it's going to give you the best protection when you carry this bag on your shoulder and cross your body. You can also carry this as crossbody because it is technically not so much a briefcase, quote unquote. This is termed as a tote. Didn't know that when I first purchased the bag, but actually as you look at it, it does have that tote element going on for it because of how it flares out at the bottom a little bit. See that? And it slims a little bit closer to the top. So you can carry pretty much anything you want here. Carry whatever you like. To me, I would still term it more as a business bag or a business travel case of some kind. And again, it's a little more flimsier than your typical, I would say, briefcase, because I have the Metropolitan Totes. You guys know about those already. You've seen my other reviews on those. If you haven't, check the card at the top. Go ahead and jump on that if you haven't seen my Metropolitan Tote videos. Okay, but anyways, Metropolitan Briefs. Anyways, this bag, as you can see, it's accented very well. See, has that nice clamp strap with single track stitching. It's also cross grain. They went the extra mile. Look at this chrome magnetic closure hardware. Single track stitching on both sides with another accent of the cross grain leather. See, another thing about Coach, they could have cheaped out if they really wanted to. That's why you have to appreciate this company, okay? There are lots of reasons that you can lambast a company like this, but you really can't, because obviously the price point is going to match what the intent was from the manufacturing price point, from material ship and craftsmanship perspective or whatever have you. It's going to have that. It's going to have the value built into the bag because of the extra time it took for these guys to stitch and plan and sew and put this thing together. Okay, it's not cheaply done. You've seen other videos of mine where I've actually toured some stores and saw some bags that were not so pleasant looking. They had stitching that was coming off in the corners or whatever have you. All kinds of wild calamity things going on. But in this particular situation and incident, it's not the case. This bag is built for it. There are no hanging threads or anything like that. Every thread is accounted for. Look at that. Right in here where they stitched the shoulder strap clamp and harnessed to the bag, it's accounted for. Every thread is accounted for. Okay? No room for error in this particular bag. I've looked at it through and through. I've carried this bag once to a business meeting. And I have my laptop in here too, my big one. And I was able to get the 15.5 in my Asus. That one right there, as a matter of fact. I was able to get it right in here without a problem. I carried it very nicely. And this is before I had my Surface Pro, Microsoft Surface Pro, that is. This bag does the trick, I'm telling you. And you can see it's when you see the Coach insignia with the tag on there, it tells you which one it is. If you guys want to be nerds about it like I am, there is the number for you to look up the specific item. If you want to inquire with Coach Retail, reverse, take that back. Coach Outlet is where I retrieved this bag from. But I only saw one, and I've never seen it again in the entire time. I've been going to Coach for many years, as you guys know. And this is the only time I saw this bag, only one of one. And I know there are more. You can go online and go on Etsy and all these other sites, try to locate this thing. And I'm telling you, you'll find used versions that are not as in greatest condition as you see this one. But they're out there, but you're not going to see them so much at the stores anymore. I haven't seen one. And, but you never know. I have a cross-grade Kennedy briefcase, and it's a smaller version of something similar to this. Same track zippers. Has that chrome hardware on it all throughout that bag. And it also has gray cross-grain leather. This is a beautiful cross-grain leather. You see this? You can take this to the airport. You can take it to the train station, bus station, however your mode of travel is. You can hand it to the valet or whatever you want to. Put this in the back seat or in the trunk of your car, and you can put stuff in there. This is not going to get damaged unless you have something valuable in the inside, because it's decently padded, very decently padded, very nicely padded. But there's no metal plates on each side to separate it from what you would put in here. So if you put a laptop in there, if you slam a flower pot or something on the back of this in the back of your car, or if you're a workout guy and you have some dumbbells and you just throw it in there, crunch, whatever's in the inside is going to get damaged. But in terms of leakage and things like that, this thing is thoroughly solid. Nothing's leaking into this bag. If water hits on it, it's going to bead right off. If you drop it in some snow, it's going to do the same thing. If you drop it in some mud, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to be dirty. You have to clean it, but that's about it. This bag is going to stand the test of time. It's going to last. It's going to outlast anything you probably own. I'm pretty sure of it, my good people. Or else I wouldn't be making this video for you. Okay? That's how I like to roll. And Artzar loves to roll. You guys know it. Okay? So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. The back side of this bag has another magnetic closure and clamp. Okay? I like the magnetic closure because it's easy access. Boom. You just pull on it a little bit, and then you can even hear it snap and clamp into place. See that? Heard that little snap? Boom. Pull it apart. See that? That little snap and clamp? Listen. Yeah. I like when it comes together. And see, it holds pretty snug until you put some force on it. Then it pops loose. Wonderful nylon lining through the bag. Very long in the depth in terms of how far. Look at this. My entire forearm is inside this bag. Okay? And I'm getting it's about 12 inches right there down in the interior of this bag. It's about, like I would look at it, it's about 14 inches tall. It's about 18 inches wide. Okay? And I would say in terms of girthiness from the inside to the, see, it has that flare out option there going on for it. So that's why it is considered a tote. Okay, so that's a good, I would say about 4 inches wide there at the base. And I would give it another 3 inches at the top. So that's about 4.5, and I would say about 2 or 3 right there. 2.5 or 3 right here at the top. And it kind of flares out another inch or so there. But this bag gives you everything that you need, okay? The Perry Metropolitan cross-grade, or cross-grain, grain like wheat, grain leather. From, obviously, my favorite people, Coach, baby. So, people, everyone out there, if you're into these types of bags, remember, when you go to Coach, you're going to get quality, okay? It's not going to be the biggest name on the block that everyone loves to run to the store and buy. I've seen the MCMs out there and the Louis Vuittons, and there's some great bags. They have some really good leather, and they have a very small selection of actual through and through leather. But they do have some, and they're very nice. They're going to run you. They're going to be in the 4 figures. And now it's up to you to ask yourself, are those 4 figures that you would invest into something like that worth it? They're going to be anywhere. I saw one of the backpacks once for LV. That sucker was like almost $4,000. And I was like, yeah. Coach is nowhere close to that price point. But that's what I'm saying. The quality is going to be just as good, okay? It doesn't have the metal feet on the bottom of this bag, which is fine by me. Some people want the feet there. I can take it or not take it. Doesn't matter to me. Either way, the feet have their purpose a lot of times. Some of the other totes, Metropolitan totes, whatever, they do have the feet on them. Even the Metropolitan Brief has the feet on the bottom. But this one does not, and I guess that's okay. It serves a purpose because it does stand up. When you set it up just fine, boom, it does the job, doesn't move, whatever have you. So it hangs in there. Okay, well, my good people, that is pretty much it for this video. Just give you a quick analysis of the bag in and of itself and how it performs and what it can do. Stay tuned for some video mod shots actually carrying this bag. I'll post that up at some later date. Right now, I wanted to give you this intravenous injection of this heat, this fire from this particular bag. Perry cross grain leather tote from Coach. All right, so people, do me a favor. Leave me a like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. How can I improve these videos, make it better for you guys? I want to get the algorithm jumping for me because I haven't had the opportunity to get high on the radar of YouTube yet, so I'm working on it. I need you guys' help. Please look out for your boy. I need to get on there. I need to get out there. Okay? So thank you guys for listening and stopping through. Again, this is Art Czar signing off, and I am out. Peace.